So making a big purchase, it can be a big decision.
Right? So today we're going to get some advice from our money expert about spending on, well, something a little extra. Dustin Smith from Wealth Enhancement Group joins us now. Dustin, this is, it's a financial decision, but it's an emotional decision too, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think a lot of these big purchases are things that a lot of times people dreamt about making, right? But you should really be thoughtful about making them, early on. I say this because, for whatever reason, when we talk to people about improving their personal finances, we tend to focus on small purchases, right? You hear people like me say things like, gosh, if you just stopped buying coffee every day, you could send your kids to college. I don't know really how helpful that is because
I want to buy coffee. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because to be fair, these big purchases actually have a large impact on your financial situation.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if you wanted to go out and buy a new boat, that could be $15,000, $20,000. That's a lot of cups of coffee. So you want to be thoughtful about it.
So when you say be thoughtful, okay, let's just use boat as an example, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing you should ask yourself?
You want to ask yourself, is this an impulse buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, right? Is this something that you all of a sudden now think is a good idea? Or is this something that you've really thought about for years and years and years, and you've actually tried it? You've rented boats, you've gone out with friends on boats, you've thought it out. Because, these large purchases, like a boat, there's a lot of strings attached, right? You're just not buying a boat. You're buying the gas, you're buying the repair, you're buying the storage, right? There's a lot of things that come with it. And so, first and foremost, is this an impulse buy? And if not, have you really thought about all the things that come along with making that large purchase?
Okay, so I'm hearing no on boat, no on cabin. What about
art? What about a beautiful piece of art that doesn't cost you anything beyond?
Yeah. How about a watch?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is your money. You should be able to spend it on things that you want. We just want you to be thoughtful about it and make sure it's not an impulse buy, because when it is, what we find out is when people make impulse buys, they tend to regret it later, right? And it's hard to back out of it. So by all means, spend your money on things that make you happy, but just, be thoughtful about it prior.
And understand that it's not always going to be an investment. I think when we buy our houses, we think, well, we're buying this big house making this big purchase, spending a lot of money, but it'll pay itself back to us at some point. But some things will not.
Absolutely, right? There's a lot of depreciable assets that people buy because, let's say it's a sports car or it's a boat or, what have you. They're not investments, right? Don't try to talk yourself into thinking that they are.
Well, but they might be an investment in making you really cool. What about that?
Which is priceless.
Which is priceless, right? Yes, exactly.
Debt load is probably the biggest thing you need to look at, right?
Yeah, I mean, some of these big purchases, often people don't have just the cash to pay for them. So you usually end up having to take out a loan of some sort. And so you want to be thoughtful about how this incorporates in your overall financial plan, because, you don't want to take out a loan that you might not be able to repay, for example, if you lose your job or something along those lines, because, it's not the best situation you want to find yourself in.
Very good.
All right. No
Dustin,
boat.
Channeling a little Susie Orman there as to whether you can buy it or not.
You can get your watch, Jason. Just no boat this year for you.
No boat. All right. Thanks, Dustin.
Thanks.
No Aston Martin
care.
for me either.
Right.